What up, all my artistic viewers? Excited about my guest today here. It's a good friend of mine. I respect this man's opinion. We party together. We try to create some ventures together. So we're gonna get into that, man. But I got my guy Yuli up here, man. What's up,
What's
dude?
up, bro?
Been a while, man. It's been a minute.
I know, man. It's been a while. It's been cool though, man. It's been cool to kind of just like see your journey from afar. Because I remember obviously like being a part of it and everything that we had when we were younger. So
Yeah.
it's been cool to kind of just like be a fan and just be able to say, all right, this is cool. Especially with this, man. This has been awesome to be able to see this like kind of happening. It's been cool, man. It's been inspirational for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's been you've known me for some years, and I've tried to do some things, and we've tried to do some things. So yeah, man, it's another venture, man, and this one actually has been really cool experience. And and I saw your little post. So I was like, man, bro, I gotta get you on here,
Yeah,
dude, just because I don't know, man. This is something about feeling this shit for me, and
yeah,
and not only that, man, but I've always respected you as far as like your opinion on music and all the different things, man, out there like movies and all
yeah.
kind of shit, bro. You hold a really good view on things
I
in my
appreciate that.
opinion. You know
That
what I'm
means a
saying?
lot, bro. That's
Yeah.
honestly, that's why I kind of like do those things because I've had times where I'm like, why do I post this stuff if like it's not. I think for me, number one, it's a habit at this point.
Yeah.
Because like I used to have to do it for work. Like when I worked at the radio station,
Okay.
like I created content for them, so I
Mhm.
was doing reviews, I was doing all these things, and like those creative juices were always flowing, man. And then when I left the radio station, like it just kind of stayed. Like I just kind of still did it, not like the way I did before, but like every now and then I just be like, man, I'm gonna post about this, I'm gonna review this, I'm gonna talk about
Yeah.
this, and so that's something that I would love to get into more, and I probably will soon. But yeah, man, it's been cool.
Yeah, we're gonna set you up, bro.
Yeah, for
We're
sure.
gonna set you up,
Yeah, that'd
bro.
be tight.
We're gonna set you up, make and I kind of feel that way about myself. I just never was vocal about it.
Yeah.
Like I always thought I had some good views on things or I like things, but and then that's when this came upon. So I was
Yeah.
just like, bro, fuck it.
At this point, yeah, you already
We
started, bro. You already
we
did
gonna
the
we
the
gonna do
talk
it.
part.
We gonna do it here, man. But yeah, man, I want to talk about. I want to get into some things a little bit. Like I met you at a time where you were DJing, bro. Like that was times that we partied a little bit
Yeah.
and try to create some ventures. But I want to know. Let's take it back a little bit. Like, how'd you get into music? Like, where'd that start for you? Music.
Man,
Like, what did it for you?
music in general is has been like a huge part of my life my entire life, bro. Like my dad, like he's always been really into music, and like if you met my dad, like he speaks English like well enough to survive. Like you put him in downtown and he'll survive. Like he knows how to have conversations too, right?
Yeah, I
But
met
like
your dad before.
yeah, he doesn't speak a lot of English. Like he speaks it enough to survive, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my dad would be listening to music all the time. Like he'd be listening to old school country, like Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, things like that. And I would ask him like, "Yo, like, Dad, do you know what they're saying in these songs?"
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Most of it, but like some of it I don't. But like honestly, like I don't really care about what they're saying. Like I care about what it makes me feel."
How it feel?
And I was
Yeah.
like, "Whoa." And so my dad always like played a lot of music around us, and then like it had always just been a huge part of my life. And then DJing itself, man, I like stumbled across it. Like I never wanted to like be a DJ. I didn't wake up like, "Oh, I want to be a DJ."
No shit.
It just kind of happened, man. I had an uncle who had like a house and like a really big piece of land, and he was a DJ as well. And so my parents and uncles and cousins and shit, like they'd go over there and like they would party.
Mm-hmm.
And my uncle and my dad would get lit. And my uncle had like this DJing setup, and that's when they had CDs.
Okay.
So for him, it was like I'm gonna show you how to do this because where they would sit at would be pretty far. It'd be like enough for them to be like, ah, man, I don't want to get up and
Right.
go change this music.
So he taught
So
you.
he's like, hey man, like I'm gonna show you just a little bit of this, and then occasionally like I'm gonna scream for you to come change the songs, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, cool.
Yeah.
And so yeah, one day he was like, hey, go change this song, put another CD on. And so like I knew their taste. I'm like, oh, they love this. I'd put it on, and I would see their reactions from all my uncles and my aunts, and shit. They're like, oh, I love this song. And so little by little, I started like kind of getting into it that way. I was 9 years old, bro.
Badass, bro.
Yeah, and I started to learn that, and I just picked it up, man. It was
And it
cool.
stuck with you.
Yeah, man. I started doing. I told my dad, I was like, I want to do this. Like, I want to DJ. And my dad looked at me. He was like, you for real? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, let's get it. And so when I was 11, I started my own business and started DJing, bro. So that was cool. Like I did that my whole life until recently. I think it's been like 4 years that I stopped. Like I don't want to say like I stopped, but
Yeah.
like I just
Don't push it as much.
yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, I just been doing my own other things, right? Other ventures, and I think a little bit of me was just kind of like not over it, but it was no longer about the passion. It was more about like I got to do this to pay the bills,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
Okay.
yeah, once money got like when it became the only thing for me, like money wise, yeah, at that point it was like I gotta argue with promoters. I gotta
Yeah.
like give me my money. Like that's all that mattered.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that anymore, bro. So I kind of took it back and started
And I
doing
and
other
I've and
things.
I've kind of heard stories of that, right? Sometimes they cut you short and say, "Hey, I only had this much," or
Yeah,
but preach or whatever, come up short, and then you kind of get screwed in the end of it. But okay, man, that's pretty dope, bro.
yeah,
I always wanted to know that because, like I said, when I first met you, or when we started kicking it, because I know we went to school together.
yeah,
When we started kicking it, though, I definitely think it was times where we would go with you,
yeah.
set
Just
up and
do
shit,
gigs.
and that was cool to be the guy behind the table.
Yeah,
Like,
that was always fun, man. I really enjoyed those. I think just those moments of just like I would DJ, drink a beer and just kind of be chilling and watching the crowd and just kind of being observant of everything that's going on and being from that point of view. Like that was always a lot of fun to me, man. So
yeah, I gotta give it to you, man. Because there's not always good DJs. So but your taste for music and the way you work the crowd, I feel like it was always good. And and was it something about having a friend or two behind you that was like, yeah, bro, check how this shit is? Like, did you forget a high off of that a little bit?
yeah, it was cool, man. I think always having like the crew with me because I never rode solo. I was always with the crew. Like somebody, if it wasn't like a couple people, it was at least Julian. And
Yeah.
so like it was somebody always with me and just kind of telling me, or like I had friends who had like musical interest within time and to be like, oh, bro, this song will hit right now, or this song will go good with this song. And so also having like kind of like that secondary opinion was cool. And so I always kind of kept people that were like musically inclined around me,
I
so
got
their
you.
opinions really mattered to me. So I was like, man, that makes sense.
Yeah, I fuck with that. And then man, also when we met, it was like we wanted to start something, bro. I remember us wanting to get into music and busting a couple freestyles and
Yeah,
shit. That
I
shit was
remember.
cool.
I remember that was awesome.
But man, I kind of want to talk about it because I think it's so funny now. But what the fuck were we thinking with Synacity?
I don't know, bro.
Like,
I
like
had
what,
forgot about. I had forgot the name, but I
bro?
do
Like,
remember
nah,
Synecdoche.
I think I had a CD and I wrote it on there. It might be somewhere, man. But I thought that was like I think about that, bro, because I'm still trying to figure out like what the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know, bro. I don't. Bro, the thing about like everything, like every kind of venture that you go into, the hardest part is probably the
The
name.
name, right?
And I think I remember like us sitting in your room, bro, like literally at one point, like throwing a ball at the wall, just trying to think of something. And I think we landed on that, and we were like, "This is it. This is the one."
And it sounded dope. It still sounds a little dope to me. It's
Yeah,
just like I just couldn't. And I remember just always trying to like put something, a meaning behind it, like whatever the fuck. I don't know. Sin in a city. I don't know,
I
bro.
don't
Like,
remember. I don't remember how we got there, but I do remember like we were like, "That's the one."
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I said it on a couple records, bro. Like that's what's funny to me. But you know what? Also, I love about those times is like we just did shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now I think as we get older, man, we get in our heads, bro, and
yeah,
we try to be so strategic or articulate on things, and it's like,
yeah,
bro, back then we just came up with that and we started doing shit, and I don't know, I think that's crazy, bro, because I think about that in a lot of things that I did, even when I did music back then. It was like, man, I was just doing it. Nobody could tell me nothing
yeah.
at that time.
I think that's yeah, man. I think we put a lot of like self-imposed like blockades for us. I think there's like a thing in Spanish where it's like pones peros, which is
Hmm.
like I'm gonna do this pero, I'm gonna do this pero. So like I'm gonna do this but,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do this but. So like you put the peros, like I'm always putting these buts. Like I'm always
but
putting that, bro. Like I'm gonna do this but if I gotta do this, or but I'll do this when this. Like you start putting these own like self-imposed blockades, man. You never get shit done. That's been me, bro, for the past couple years where I'm like, I'm gonna do this but I got to do this first, or I'll do this when, or like it has to be like
perfect
yeah,
time or
perfect time and
some.
an alignment. And now that I realize like that doesn't exist really. Like
Yeah,
those are like few and far between. You're gonna be the one to create that. You're gonna be the one to create that perfect time, it's gonna be because you went out there and did it. And so like even with you, bro, you just been like, hey, I'm gonna do this, bro. Got to get it done.
Yeah, that's been me lately, man. But I like that saying. I never heard it before,
Yeah.
but that's cool. And but I think also like how you just simply putting the butt there, bro, is a way of, like, I don't know. I think big on negativity. Like it's not a good way to be thinking. You got to speak a little bit more positively.
Yeah.
And cause yeah, that I think those are big, man. The way you talk to yourself would really get to yourself. And yeah, lately, man, I've been. It's like I just gotta do it, bro. I'm gonna wake up, do it. Like, what else am I gonna do? You know, like I
I mean,
mean,
for real,
you
yeah.
know, like or really, man, like really a big one for me is like I put a lot into work as far as like my main income, my
Hmm.
source of income, and it's like why don't I work that hard for myself? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's really I switched the pivot and trying to do more for myself, man. And not only that, but stop being so perfect. Like I think that was a big procrastinator for me. Was I need a perfect time? It needs to sound perfect. It needs to, whatever. I need to promote it perfectly. And really, it's just like you just do it, bro. Just
Yeah,
do it. I've
man.
learned that the past couple months, bro. Like,
That's the best way to do it, man. So like kind of like I was telling you before we started recording, but
mm-hmm.
like I had a show that me and my boys were working on, and like we had like these high expectations of ourselves of what we needed to produce because you know half of us came from radio, and
Yeah,
so like we know what it takes to have high quality work and to do all these things and to for it to just be like perfect. Like we
right.
needed to be this, we needed to hit these cues. If it didn't live up to that standard, then it wouldn't go out, and that's what it was, right? And so
Yeah,
I think in the end, like we never released an episode because the ones that we recorded, like they weren't good enough. And in hindsight, like maybe they were garbage. I never heard them. I let my boy be the one to judge it.
oh, okay,
And so I was like, "What do you think?" And he's like, "I don't like it, bro. It's probably it's garbage." And maybe in hindsight, I should have been like, "Let me hear it,"
right.
and then been like, "Yo, let's just drop it, bro. Who cares?"
Yeah, I think definitely like maybe that guy he had a lot of expectations for it. It sounds like it because I mean he comes from that world,
Yeah, it was
so
what we knew, bro. Like we knew that it had to be perfect, and if it wasn't perfect, it wouldn't hit the air. And
good.
that's what it was. All the work that we had to make when we worked in radio, our PD would listen to it, our program director, and if it didn't live to her standard, oh shit, bro, nah, go
Yeah,
back and do it again.
yeah.
And it was like, oh,
That's pretty cool though.
yeah,
It's cool to have that experience. But man, yeah, my whole thing's been like learning as I go.
yeah,
Like I might as well start and then learn as you go. And I want to be transparent with my audience as far as like, hey bro, I fucked up today, or like, hey man, I gotta, I don't know, whatever. My mic's not working, but I'm gonna speak louder. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying, or
I'm winging
whatever.
it. I'm trying to make it work as it goes.
And
That's good, man.
because like speaking of the quality and shit, like one thing that I thought about is because if I ever thought about to put this on Apple Music or something, like I don't know if it's the quality sound is there. Like I
Yeah,
don't know. Like and I mean I think I could get it there, but I don't know what that requires. I know music. It might be the same.
yeah. In a
It,
sense, I think they're pretty similar.
it might be the same, but it was just something I thought afterwards. I started doing this. I'm like, man, I don't know if I could do that. I need to talk to somebody,
Yeah,
or really, man, like even the editing on my shit. Like I like doing all this shit. The editing part kind of takes the fun out of it for me.
bro. Yeah, man. That's there's been times where I've recorded like episodes of stuff because I used to also stream on Twitch and I do occasionally, not as much,
Hmm.
but there's been times where like I have the setup already. I'll do like a review or something, and like I recorded the whole review, and then I realized it was like 30 minutes. I'm like, all right, I gotta cut this down,
Yeah.
and then I start cutting it down, and I'm just like bored doing the editing, and I'm like, I have a homeboy who's like who loves that. Like he
Uh-huh.
told me one day, he's like, hey, if you ever need somebody to edit like videos for you, let me know. Just chuck me a little change and I'll get it done for you. And he lives for that shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, not me. But he probably already got like his hot cues. He already know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
I got another boy that I used to work with at the radio station. His name is Grundy, and he would do a lot of our videos for us. And so we would record, and then by the time we're like putting all our stuff up and we're chilling in the room, he would already be halfway through editing a video. And I'm like, bro, how? And he's just like, bro, I do this shit. This is what
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, and that's tight. That's tight, man. Cause yeah, man, I be trying to do everything myself, which I know I need to stop doing. But yeah, cause the first video I did, and I sat to edit it, and I was like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this another day. Like I put my computer down and I went back to the living room, fucking sat down, and but then I told myself like, bro, nah, bro, you committed to this shit. Like, get your ass up. You don't have nobody else, so get your ass up and go do it. And or really, what I said was, you know what? Bring the computer to the couch with you. Fuck it. Like, get comfortable.
Do it here.
And I fucking did it right there. Put some headphones on. I did it right there, and then I got through it, man. And that's kind of I've been pushing myself
That's good,
to
man.
just keep doing what I need to do, man.
Yeah, I've
Even like
been.
these shirts, bro. Like, cause I've tried to do a lot. Like when I did the music thing, it jumped to merchandise, to fucking editing videos and all that stuff. And I realized I don't like making shirts either. Like, like it's just too much. Well, screen printing,
Yeah,
it's too much labor work, man. But yeah, lately I just been like, bro, if you want to do this,
you gotta get it
you
done,
gotta
bro.
get it
Yeah,
done.
you're
Like,
gonna be the one to do it. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
yeah, and then later on, whoever wants and shit, if I can find an editor and all that stuff, we can get it popping, man. But for now, yeah, I gotta do it. That's
Yeah,
what I want to do. So
I feel that, man. Ain't nobody gonna do it but you, bro. Like you said, I've been fortunate enough, man, to like my wife is. She's been the one that's actually been on my ass about everything, bro. Like when people say like my wife's been on my ass, like people usually talk about like she wants me to cut the yard and
yeah,
she wants
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Nah, like my wife be on my ass about like doing
She
this.
knows your potential, bro.
Yeah, bro. She knows that like it makes me happy,
Yeah,
and she knows that like I'm good at it. First of all, and second of all, she just knows that I have a passion for it, and she knows that like I sacrifice a lot for like us as a family, right?
mm-hmm.
And so for her, like if she can see me be happy and do these things and be good at it, and she can be like, hell yeah, you did that. Like that's why I've been fortunate enough for her. Like she'll tell me, she was the first one to say it. She's like, man, just get it out there,
Yeah,
put the product out there. Who gives a fuck if it ain't perfect?
yeah,
And like it'll get better, and then you can go back a year or two from now and be like, damn, like look where
exactly,
I'm at now. And I'm
exactly,
like, you right.
exactly. Those realizations of progress, man. Like
Yeah, you
the
start seeing it little by little. I'm pretty sure you have too from your first episode to like now. You're like, damn, okay.
yeah, and I mean that, and just like they just experiencing the whole, man. Like you get more people on you, more people inspired, and like, that stuff. That's what's really getting me the inspiration
Yeah,
part. Like man, just really, I didn't really expect that part. I
yeah.
mean, I just thought, I'm gonna do this. Hopefully, a couple people I know like it. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, bro,
then
who
you get
knows
up,
where it's gonna go,
yeah,
dog?
and you get other people that's just like, bro, like, how do you do it? Or bro, you're brave. Like you putting it. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I was a little yeesh when I first did it. But like I said, man, it was like just gotta put out there, man. And I met your wife, Gabby's.
Yeah,
She has a creative touch too, man. I think that's cool that y'all could do that together.
yeah, bro. She's amazing, dog. She's my rib. She keeps me in check, and so yeah, the fact I'm lucky enough, like you said, that she has like creative juices as well, because she's a photographer and like she's always into like doing things. Like she started doing like vinyl works, so
Hmm.
she like make stickers and like shirts and stuff and things like that. And
Yeah,
now she's getting into like making rhinestone. Like she just wanted something to keep her mind busy.
yeah, that's good,
And
man.
so yeah, one day she just walked in and she's like, "I'm gonna do this," and I'm like, "I bet."
Yeah,
And then she's like, "All right, cool," and she started. I'm like, "Damn." Like you
yeah,
say you're gonna do it and you're actually
she
doing
doing
it.
it.
I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. I gotta keep up with her.
Yeah,
I gotta be
yeah,
able to
that's
keep
that's
doing
good
it.
to have that because you that's like exactly what you said. It's like, well, I got somebody that's thinking, like doing it. I mean, thinking it and actually doing it.
Yeah,
And so I need to start thinking it.
yeah, bro. Like I did photography for a while. I still do photography, and like when I was working at the radio station.
Yeah, let's talk about that, man. Because I honestly, bro, like I was proud of you when I heard that, bro. When
Yeah,
you when
man,
you when you
it's
when
been
you knocked
awesome.
that gig at the 97.9, like, because I know how we just always been in the music, and I was like, dang, he's finally like you get to be around some artists and
Yeah,
shit. Like, how was that shit, bro?
man, it was awesome. So like, it's weird how it came to be. My boy, one of my closest friends, like a brother to me, his name is Hippo,
Hmm.
and this is when. So the company that owns 97.9 is called Radio One.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like iHeart Radio owns like 93.7 and like a bunch of other stations, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Radio One owns in Houston, they own 97.9, Magic 102, and at the time it was Boom 92, is the classic hip hop
Okay.
station.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think since
Yeah. I
then
remember
it's
them.
flipped like twice. It's like top 40, and now it's like a praise station or something. I don't know what it is anymore.
Hmm.
So 90 Boom 92 was doing hiring, and he heard an ad on the radio, and he's like, "Would you like to work in radio?" Blah blah blah, and he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, bro, we should go." And he's like, they're gonna have like this huge like casting, like not casting, but like this huge like interview like session. It's gonna be hundreds of people going.
Uh
We
huh.
should just pull up and get it done.
Tight.
And I'm like, I'm down, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah.
And so we both went, or I went. He got in a car wreck. He like in a fender bender.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah, he
that's
didn't
some
get in
close.
like no through the wire Kanye West like he just kind of got like in a fender bender, bro. He hit
Yeah,
like this old
yeah.
lady or something. I don't know what happened. And he didn't get to make it, and I still was there, and I was like kind of like, well, my boy in here, I might as well just back out. Like I wanted to do this with my
Yeah,
boy, but I was already there, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna do this shit.
yeah, dude.
And bro, I was sitting down with like people. It was like a room, like a big room, bro. Imagine like your house full of people. It was like that many
Uh
people.
huh.
And I'm just there, just kind of like scoping out the competition, like
Yeah,
who am I
yeah.
going against? And bro, these people were like, "Oh, I have a degree in this and that,
No
and I went
shit.
to school for this and that, and I actually started working with CW." And like, I'm like, "Damn, bro,
Damn, they got track records and
yeah,
shit.
bro, I got like, I've had like 2 jobs before this." Like, bro, yeah, I've been DJing since I was 9. I'm gonna tell them
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
okay, cool. And we started like we went through like interviews, those like sessions and like things, and they started chopping it up, and then made the final cut, and they told us that they were gonna keep 20 of us
Mm,
out of all the people there.
damn.
And so I'm like,
Well, it
okay,
sounded like a lot of people, so 20 people.
yeah, it's like all right, cool. Come to find out, they only kept 10 of us.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
they didn't even
bro.
cut y'all down. Damn.
Yeah, they only kept 10 of us, and out of those 10, like 6, 7 of us ended up actually getting the gig. And I
Nice.
made it to the final round, and it was like talking to like Mad Hatter. So
Yeah.
imagine like growing up, Mad Hatter. It's like,
Listening to that guy, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So not only like you get to meet one of your idols, one of the legends in the game, but you got to like interview them. Like he interviews you for a gig, right? And so like, bro, it was a table. I was on one side of the table, and it was like a long table. I don't know how the hell they got this long ass table in this room, but it was a long table, and it was like 5 of them, and it was like everybody, like somebody from each station.
No shit,
Yeah,
but yeah, it
and I'm
sounds pretty
just
nerve wracking, man.
yeah, I'm just like, hey, what's up, guys? And they asked me about my life. They asked me about my passions. They asked me about my opinions on things. They asked me about like what I've done. I let them know that I like my history of what I've done and things like that. And they're like, all right, cool, man. Like give us your social media. We're gonna scope it out. I'm like, damn, do I gotta clean my socials? Like, but no, it wasn't bad anyways. I never had anything crazy on there
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah, yeah.
So they went in there. They gave me a call, and I got on. And I was like, oh, bro, I remember like getting the call, and I was in the parking lot of my other job, and like I started crying. I was like, "Yo, I got this gig." I couldn't believe it. And
Wow.
yeah, bro, it was awesome. And it kind of just picked up from there. And was fortunate enough to be there for like 5 years, man. And met a lot of people, worked with a lot of people, got to meet a lot of great artists. Like got to work some big festivals. I started off as like the dude who went to go put up tents at these events and hand out T-shirts.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
gotta put your reps in, right? Like,
yeah,
I would imagine like you gotta put the work in first before you start getting little more
yeah.
shine around the studio and
And
shit.
then yeah, it evolved into other things, man. It evolved into me becoming like one of the big content creators for them. So social media, I was running social media for like a lot of the big events. Me being like one of the 2 like photographers that we had. So instead of them outsourcing and hiring fools to do it, it's like, well, let's pay our dues to do that.
Yeah,
And so we were taking like all the photos that you would see on the website, all the videos that you would see on social media. That was us. Like it was
yeah. I remember seeing some dope shots you got, man.
yeah, bro.
Some
So it was
cool
cool,
artists and shit.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I was also like training the program director there. Her name is Terry Thomas,
Mm.
and she took me under her wing, and she started prepping me to do on air stuff, bro. And so we're doing like checks, and she's like, "All right, you got to talk like this, and you gotta, like
Yeah.
you gotta make a voice like that. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, man? It's your band Odyssey. I'm here with y'all today.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I had
yeah.
to always consistently have that level, and
Oh wow, bro! Like, yeah, I wouldn't like. That's something I thought about on here. I was like, man, should I have this like little, niche talking a
yeah,
certain way or something? Like, yo, what up, man? It's your boy.
yeah.
But I was like,
It's draining
nah.
to do that, bro. It's
I was
already hard
like,
enough doing this, but like you got to
yeah.
put like the hey, what's up, guys? It's me. We're here today, and we're gonna like, bro. It's just draining.
But that's cool to hear though, cause like, I don't know. I don't think I'm really for that. Like, if I had to go radio wise, and I'd be like, bro, I'm gonna be me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry if y'all want me to tune up my shit, but I
yeah,
mean, but I imagine that's what they expect at that high
yeah.
level.
But yeah, man, she had a very like high standard, and like obviously she's a legend in the game. She's been running that station for years. Like when we were in elementary school, she probably been running it. So
Man, is this the lady that like kind of banned Trey and shit?
yeah, well, it
Yeah.
wasn't. it wasn't like she outright like I have made this executive decision. I think it was like a like higher ups and like a culmination. It was like a
Oh,
and
okay.
like a dictatorship, but it was like
Okay.
a democracy. Like everybody decided like this was probably be the best thing to
Oh,
do or
okay.
something
She
like
just
that.
happened to maybe be the voice or something.
Yeah.
All right.
But she's like, bro, she has like an expectation of what she wants things to do, but she's also like an OG in the game, and
Yeah.
so she knows like, yo, this is what
This is
this
what
is gonna sound.
works.
Yeah, and but she's also very open about like the future. She's like,
Okay.
yo, the future of radio is not what you think it is. It's gonna be other things outside of that. Like what makes people come to this station? Like what makes people
Yeah.
turn on the station? How
And
many
that's
people turn on radio?
and that's probably why she's still holding that position, man. Because I feel like you got to be open to the new waves.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You can't be stuck back
exactly.
back in the past and how things were and all this and stuff. So
Yeah, it was cool, man. She taught me a lot, man. I think like obviously it didn't work out with like doing on air. I think within time we kind of realized like that wasn't something that I really wanted to do.
yeah,
Like it was just something that was like a lot of extra, not work, because I'm not afraid of the work, but it was just like a lot of extra stuff that I wasn't like really like it wasn't my cup of tea.
yeah.
And
What
so
about what about if they told you, man, you about to DJ for morning show or something? Or
I would have done it.
yeah,
I would have done it.
would that been one of your? I mean, like, would it be like a monumental thing? You not? I don't want to say what you always wanted to do, but
It would have been a huge moment for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
would have been a huge moment. And like like there was a couple of us that were DJs, and like one or two of us like got to like DJ on air. One of my boys actually had a couple like on air shifts on the weekend and stuff. So like those were like huge moments. And they're like, "What's up? When you going up?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't know if I want to." Like I think I reached a point where I was like, "I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I would like to like that's I'd rather do this, bro. I'd rather like kind of talk to you like this." And so like if they told me, "Hey, you want to interview artists?" I'd do it. And I did interview, bro.
yeah.
I interviewed E40.
No shit,
I have it on my phone, like it's still in the archives.
bro. That's tight.
Yeah, and
That's
it
super
it
tight.
just happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they knew I did the work. They knew like I knew my shit about music. They knew I could
yeah,
talk to
yeah,
people. And
yeah. I
one
think
of
that'd have been dope for you,
oh, it
bro.
was a huge moment, bro. It was huge. E40.
Yeah,
I'm like,
E40 is a legend, bro.
yeah, bro. So like they told me that day that
Was it just you and him?
yeah,
Dang, that's
yeah,
tight.
bro. So one of the jocks, his name is Rob G, and like
Yeah,
he just got spread too thin. He had a couple events, wasn't gonna make it to that event. He knew he wasn't. Like they knew ahead of time. They're like, I don't know how we're gonna
but
make
he
this
was
work.
supposed to do that.
Yeah,
Oh damn, bro, that's
and
tight, bro.
yeah, they were
That's
like,
fucking
hey,
super tight.
prep in case. And so I'm like prepping. I'm like, all right, what's up, guys? What's up? And then, 11th hour, they're like, hey, bro, you got to do this. You got this? And I was like, well, hey, bro, I ain't got no choice, do I?
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
so cool, bro. And that's
yeah,
one thing I love about you, bro. I feel like you're always like, yeah, bro. Like when it comes to like the certain stuff that you
yeah,
gravitate to and things you like doing, you're like all for it.
yeah. I
Like
try to be down for like everything. With obviously not everything, but like I
yeah,
try to be down for almost everything that I can do. And so I was like, let's get it done.
yeah. Cause I have to admit, bro. Like back then when we were doing music and shit, I was not a freestyler.
No,
But y'all brought that shit out of me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would see you, man. You were pretty cold, bro.
yeah, I can spit.
Yeah, you spit some shit, bro. I remember it, but it brought it out of me. Y'all would bring it out. Y'all, I don't know. You'd be hype and shit and get crunk, and I'd just be like, well, fuck it, bro. Let me
We get all this do.
try to spit my shit, and
Yeah,
I remember we made like two dope ones. Like I
yeah,
remember two dope ones. I think one was like a Drake old beat or
yeah.
something, and the one a rock beat. I remember you played that one time.
Yeah,
That
yeah, I do remember that. Oh my god, I do remember that.
I remember you played that shit. But man, I have to just admit though, man, like, cause I realized like me not being around those certain people has really brought my, just sheltered myself
Yeah,
and my confidence down. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's big that you got to be around those people that bring them juices out of you, or just motivate you. You know what I'm saying? Or push you.
yeah,
'Cause,
it's true, bro. The circle you keep, man, it'll define like
yeah,
what you doing with your life, bro. There's people who I just want to party, I just want to do dumb shit. I just like, and there's people who are within their comfort zone, and that's cool, bro. Like if you want to stay
yeah,
within your comfort zone, that's fine. But I think it's good to have those people that'll be like, let's do it, let's get this done. Like ain't afraid to take risks and stuff, or just kind of push and be like, yeah, do that. Like
yeah,
that'd be cool. You come up with an idea, like, man, I'm thinking about doing this. I don't know, and it's a simple like, that'd be dope, bro.
yeah.
That's enough for you to be like, shit, you're right. That would be
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, real shit, bro. Like, yeah, like that makes a lot of sense, bro. Cause I mean, yeah, you have those little they project what they think about it on you, and it's like it can kill you right there. Like whatever. You had a little about it. But now I kind of recognize that shit, and it's like, get away from me, bro. Like, all right, let's just talk. Let's change the subject, cause I'm always like, I don't want to be a person that I'm mean, like fuck, get away from me. But it's like, maybe I can't talk about this with you. Let's go ahead and switch the subject. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah,
you're not gonna see what I'm seeing, or you're basically shutting my shit down. Like,
bro. Creativity is something that like you spend a long time like nurturing like these aspirations of these things that you want to do. Like I want to get this done. I want to get this, and like having that like negativity, bro, it seeps into it, and it creates like the shadow of doubt, and you just kind of been like, man, are they right?
yeah,
And yeah, bro, I think the best thing is to kind of keep those people away. I often I have like a select group of people that I talk about what I want to do with, and it's usually like people who are like, that'll be tight,
yeah,
like, get that done, or let's get this done, or how can we get this done, or
yeah,
like I like that opposed to like what you said, bro. Like there's people who are like, how's life? It's cool, bro. I'm just working, you know.
yeah,
Listen, I'm just working my 9 to 5, right?
yeah.
That's it, and that's the extent of our conversation.
Yeah, I feel that. I get a lot of that lately, and like I said, man, it's cool. Like I could like really, that's one thing I hate to talk about.
For real?
It's like work. Like I'm like, man, let's talk about some shit that we're doing or
Yeah.
we want to do. You know, like because I
Yeah.
like to hear that shit. Like me, man. I think you should, bro. I always thought you had, like I said, good opinions on shit. I know you just always been a topic guy, and that's why like I think you need to get that podcast together, bro.
Yeah, bro. I've
And
been
I'll
really
help
thinking
you,
about it.
bro. I'll help you,
That'd
bro.
be
Like
tight.
I'll tell you what you need.
Yeah, I
I
appreciate
don't think
that.
it's much, bro. Like
Man, you
I
know what's
think people
crazy?
think
I have a
about
lot of it already.
no shit.
Yeah,
You know, and I kind of thought that. Like, well, you spoke on Twitch,
yeah.
and I was like, I don't really know what that is. Maybe you can shed some light on that for me.
Twitch is like a streaming platform. So think of like, you know, like Instagram Live,
Yeah.
Facebook Live, but it's like a platform that's where that lives, and it's primarily for gamers. Like
Mm-hmm.
people like stream them playing video games and stuff like that. But there's been a huge shift within the past couple years, especially like when COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
DJs were like DJing their sets on there. People
Okay.
were hosting podcasts on there. So like, yo, it's gonna be a live episode.
Oh, but it's only live shit.
Yeah, so most of it is live, but like if you have your channel, you have your VODs, which is like videos on demand, which is like your video, your previous ones,
So I can
right?
hop on Twitch.
So you could hop on Twitch, stream like your live podcast,
Mm.
and then you could keep your VOD and upload it to YouTube or whatever the hell, right? But it's like YouTube also does live. It's like YouTube Live. That's also a thing that it does as well. So
Yeah, because I just been putting my shit on YouTube.
I mean, that's probably great. That's probably one of the best places to put it. Honestly, my recommendation to you, if you can walk away with any kind of recommendation from this, is obviously you've been posting on Instagram,
Yeah.
but you got to get on TikTok.
Oh yeah, TikTok, man. It's funny. It's funny with like it's just new to me. Like it'll be weird. It's weird for me, bro, because I know people like everybody I fuck with. I imagine they think that I'm electric, like you
Yeah,
know,
like tech savvy,
yeah,
you the
tech
guy.
savvy,
Yeah,
like, but I'm not, bro. Like I fell so far from that, you know.
it's not
But
too different from what you're doing though.
I know, and but it's just something new about it, but I've been fucking with it. But
Yeah.
it's still funny though, cause like I'll go to my daughter, and be like, baby, how do I delete this shit? Or like how, like she taught me how to do drafts. Like I was like, man, how can I don't want to post this, but like it won't let me.
Just keep it in the chamber.
And she was like, well, you can put it in drafts, and I was like, all right, cool, bet, like learn that. But then I wanted to delete one from the draft, and I was like, I couldn't, I don't know, bro, I just couldn't figure it out. And I was just like, babe, how you do this? Did it real quick, like, all right, cool, thanks.
Bro, TikTok.
I don't know, man. It's just new to me, but it ain't that hard. I posted some.
So like the reels that you have right now, like the posts that you have for like your podcast, it's the same thing, bro. Like it's reels, and reels is actually a direct a competitor to TikTok. It was
TikTok, yeah.
created to compete because that's what Instagram does. You know,
Yeah.
Snapchat was running the game. What they do, Instagram stories.
Right.
Like they just trying to, if they can't buy you, they're gonna compete against you, and that's what
Right.
Instagram does. And so Instagram is exactly like what TikTok is. But I personally think the algorithm on TikTok is better.
Yeah.
Um,
It seems to be because like I mean you get so much more views.
Yeah,
and,
bro.
And it seems to be a little more easier to kind of edit. It seems like it, like, you know, like as far as cutting shit out and this and that.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
edit it on there, or you can edit on a different app and then post it on there. However you want to do it. But yeah, bro, like I don't know how. I don't know how, but I have 14.2 thousand followers. So 14,000
Yeah.
followers on
Ooh,
TikTok.
boy. That's you'll be a hit, bro.
I don't know how, bro. I don't know how I did it. I posted a bunch of content. Like I was posting like when I was streaming, like clips of me playing, or like like I was posting like news, like yo, this new game's gonna drop, or this new video, this new like movie, like things like that, like
Yeah,
something informative. I'd post memes,
yeah.
I'd post things.
I think that's what it is, bro.
Yeah,
Like that
bro.
and being informative and like and teaching people things
Yeah, those are
seems
the
to take
biggest
off.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so I saw like an increase, and then, just post a couple videos here and there, and they went viral. Not like huge, huge viral, but they'll go like, viral on there a little bit.
yeah,
And within time, I saw like my viewers go up and my followers go up. And so, yeah, now I'm at like 14,000, and I haven't taken advantage of it, which I
yeah,
should.
yeah.
And so I have everything going for me, like to get this done. At
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, the only thing that's stopping me is myself, it's just how it usually is, bro.
You're gonna get
Usually.
there. Yeah, nah, it usually is there. But and, and then like me, I always tell people like, don't beat yourself up for it though, like because it all has a bigger purpose for to me. Like I realize that like and that probably what it is. You probably just need a couple little more things to knock out, and then you're gonna be like, you know
Yeah.
what, I'm fucking ready.
Yeah,
Or
I'm there. I'm getting there.
yeah, and but I think you definitely should, like I said, and I'll help you get there, bro. That's really what my platform is. I want to show people that this shit is possible. You ain't gotta have much. You ain't even gotta be fucking crazy like me. I do not think I'm the most educational. Talk. I don't think I have a good vocabulary. But it's like fuck it, bro. It's something I always kind of wanted to do.
Yeah, bro, you're you, and that's the
Yeah,
thing. Like
authenticity.
you're authentic, bro, and that's not.
Those things you believe in, like that's something I believe in. So being authentic and just doing you, so it should work.
Yeah,
That's how I look at it. But yeah, the TikTok it's funny, bro, and I love the recommendation songs they do, bro. Like I was talking to my brother the other day because I've been doing this podcast shit and it seems doper when you have some music behind it, right? And but there was like one of me and him talking, and I'm like, there's no way I could put a song behind this. Like there's nothing really. And then boom, I put it on TikTok, and then boom, the recognition song comes on, and I'm like, bro, that's fire. Like that's
yeah.
fire. How the fuck did y'all do that?
How'd y'all know? Yeah, bro.
They're crazy with that shit, but yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But most of the time, it seems to work. And I just think I don't know or how they do that, or maybe it's just coincidence or universe working for you or something. But
Yeah.
that shit clicks, and I'm just like, that's dope. I didn't think there could be no song for this shit, but here we go. Other thing, bro, I want to talk about is cause I like to see my friends, man. It's something for me to see them like grow as an individual and start families, bro. And I see you got your little boy,
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
and that shit. I mean, he looks like a bundle of joy, dude.
Yeah, bro. He's the happiest kid on the planet, bro. I love him to death, man. He's 7 months now, and
Hmm.
so he turned 8 months on the 17th. What month are we in?
Man, 8 months
Yeah,
already.
so yeah, in like 6, 7 days he'll be 8 months, bro, and it's wild to me that he's growing so quickly. But yeah, man, it
H-
was a long time coming. I'm happy that he's here, and
How did that the father instincts kick in, or do you
man,
still feel like, man, fuck this, I'm still me,
yeah,
like
it's a little bit of both.
yeah,
I think, man, if I would have had a daughter, I think it would have been different because I feel
yeah,
like I would have been more protective. I mean, you have a daughter, bro, so you have like like your instincts as a dad is
bro,
it
yeah,
it's hyperdrive.
I think it definitely changed. Like I think about that because I think a lot of men
Hmm.
want boys, like right when you first kids, like man, I want a boy, whatever, and I remember feeling that. But now that I have a daughter and she's gonna be 12 actually this month. Yeah, so yeah, we got a part. Well, to me, it's the last party, bro. Like, them parties be hard, but I was like, this is the last one before she's a teenager. Fuck it.
Yeah,
But anyways, yeah, like I can't see it any other way.
yeah,
Like, well, I think anybody would kind of
kind
say
of say
that,
that. Yeah,
but for me though, I just like me the way I was. I think I would have like me having a boy. I still like I would probably be a player still or something. Like I
yeah,
think I would have him around a lot of girls and shit. But when you have a girl,
it's
it's like
different.
yeah, it's like hold on, man, I can't just have her around any. You like you said, more protective and stuff. And
Yeah,
I can't just do this around her. Have these type of people around her. But I think a boy, I definitely would have done some silly things, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With him, I'm like, I'm gonna let him learn like the way I learned, right? I'm obviously gonna give him guidance and I'm gonna be over there with him. But I think if I would have had a daughter, it would have been like, I gotta make sure she's good. I gotta protect her. I gotta like But with him, it's like, all right, he's a little dude. Like when he
Yeah.
falls, like he gonna fall. Like if it was a girl, I'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you
But
alright?
yeah, my baby girl, my baby girl. I told my wife, I was like, if we have a girl, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna be a completely different person. You won't never recognize me
Yeah,
because she's
yeah,
gonna be my end all be all. Like,
yeah,
and she's the most important woman in my life. And like my son is the most important person in my life.
yeah,
But there's a little bit of difference there with him. And like, all right, cool. I'm gonna see him bust his ass because he's a boy, bro.
yeah,
Like he's gonna get cut.
yeah.
Like the other day he was sitting down and he kind of fell back and he hit himself in the back of the head a little bit. And I was like, I'm not gonna react. He cried
Yeah.
a little bit, but he got over it real quick.
Got over
Or
it,
like
yeah.
we were at a restaurant and his aunt was holding him, my sister was holding him, and this dude went boom,
Oh
and
shit.
he just hit himself on the table,
Yeah.
and all of us just like, don't react, don't react,
Yeah, man.
and he didn't cry.
Yeah, I think the reaction is something that I don't know. Maybe we learned that because I know for me, yeah, man. I just wish nobody reacted when I got hurt because
Yeah,
it's something I'd never forget. This one time I got fucking pounded with a ball on my knee, and I remember I was gonna. It hurt, but I was like gonna act like it really hurt in front of everybody. Like,
hmm
oh shit, I was on the floor. Like, oh, everybody ran to me and stuff, and it hurt, like I said, but I wasn't in dramatic pain.
yeah.
And then as soon as they came, oh, you all right? You all right? This
And
and that.
like,
I just started crying.
yeah, it took us to another level.
Like, I was just like, oh my God, like
Yeah,
why? And I remember thinking like, why the fuck are you crying, bro? Like you were just playing at
it
first.
just
Like,
happened. Yeah.
and it took some girls too. Like, they're, oh my God, you all right? And I'm just like, I don't know. It was just I'll never forget that. And I think I learned like it's the more the reaction, the
Oh
people
yeah.
that the sympathy they have for you is what kind of brings it out.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I've noticed that. So we try not to react when he like busts his ass. We just kind of like, all right, cool. And yeah, he didn't cry, so he was cool. I was like, I bet. So that's the one thing that I've kind of learned with him. But yeah, overall, man, it's been cool. Just being a dad, bro. Like I don't think there's anything that I've wanted to be more than a dad. It's wild. I would have
Yeah,
like you would have asked me this 10 years ago. I'd have been like, I want to be a world famous DJ or I want to.
yeah,
Nah, bro. Like that changed real quick for me. Like I wanted to be a dad, especially when I met my wife. I met my wife when I was 19.
yeah. Y'all been together for a long
Yeah,
time,
bro.
dude.
We made 10 years last year. We'll make 11 years this year. And last like 2 weeks ago we made 8 years married.
That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, so it's been great, bro. And so when I met her, I was like, I just I want this. This is all I want. This is like I want to be a dad. I want to have a family. I want to have my legacy. I want to continue to like have somebody that like I can show the world, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so yeah, now that it's here, it's awesome, bro. Like we were trying to have kids for a long time, man, and it just wasn't happening.
Mm-hmm.
And like at one point, bro, we were just like, what are we doing? We would go to doctors to like
Yeah.
what's going
Oh shit.
on,
Yeah.
and they told us that like it was nothing crazy, it was nothing like major,
Mm-hmm.
but my wife had like this thing called like I think it's called PCOS, and so essentially they told her she had to lose weight, but she was always skinny. So she had to like she you know she had a little bit of relationship weight. You know, it wasn't
Yeah,
like
yeah,
oh
yeah.
god,
Yeah, nah, she
yeah.
wasn't over it.
Yeah, so they're like, you got to lose a little bit of weight, and my wife was like, "Why?" And they kind of explained it to her, and they explained it to us in a way where it's like, "Hey, um, right now you're shooting at a target with your eyes closed and it's moving, and like this will help slow the target down." And so
Gotcha.
my wife, bro, shout out to her, like she lost 50 pounds.
I saw that journey, bro.
Yeah, she
It was
lost a lot of weight, bro, and
yeah,
she was doing 2 a days, like
and it actually is like it's more. It's, how do I say this? Like it's more impactful to know that was the reason behind it.
that's why,
Like
yeah,
you know everybody just kind of gets on a fitness
yeah, like
journey.
I'm gonna lose a little bit of weight
Yeah,
here. I gotta
yeah.
tone up a little bit.
And then that's from the outside looking in. I mean that's what I thought, and I thought she did an awesome job. But then you hear that was the reason, bro. Like
Yeah,
that was big.
yeah. Our
That's
doctor
big.
told us, bro. He
She
was like,
sacrificed that for y'all.
yeah, bro. He like the day our doctor told us, he was like you're gonna have to do this, and then like he's like you're gonna have to lose 50, and that like that number 50 pounds. If I tell you lose 50 pounds right now, you'd be like,
Yeah, no,
how do I do this?
that's really hard, bro.
Yeah, and so we were like, oh, 50, and he's like, you got to do this, you got to do this, you can't eat this, you got to do this, and he's like, the one thing that stuck with her and stuck with me was like, remember why you're doing this, kind of like you said.
Yeah,
He's like, when you're in the gym around all these people and they're like working, like, what are they working for? Like, I'm trying to look good, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that.
yeah,
At the end of the day, your motivation is gonna outweigh theirs 100%.
yeah,
And bro, she took that and ran with it, bro. She was doing
yeah,
2 a days. Like I was like, what? You doing 2 a day? What you
yeah.
playing?
Nah,
You trying to work for the Texans?
yeah, I saw that, bro. She was
Yeah.
on that shit.
Yeah, bro. So it was cool. And then like we thought like we in our mind, and I think this happens with everybody for certain things. Like I'm gonna hit this checklist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the checklist was like drop 50 pounds, do this, do that. All right, we hit all the checks. Like give me my reward,
Yeah.
and it didn't happen. So
Mm.
that like kind of like threw us back, bro. We're like, yo, like what? Like this,
We did what you
yeah.
said,
Like
honestly.
why isn't this happening? And what I realized now, I could say this now, but in the time, I was like, what the hell's going on? Like why?
Mm-hmm.
Now I look back at it and it was like we weren't ready. Like financially, we weren't ready. Like
It's interesting.
yeah, mentally we weren't ready. Like we thought we were.
Right.
Um, and I remember having this conversation with her, and I was like, "Yo, like, what's good? What you want to do? Like, what's like you want to just kind of stop worrying about this?" And she looked at me and she was like, "Man, like we've invested so much into it. At this point, I think it's time that we invest in ourselves."
Okay.
And
Yeah.
let's just focus on being happy and like setting up a future for this kid. If the child ever arrives one day, like they're coming into a situation where like financially we're good and like we're in all these like things, right? Like we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
And we started focusing on ourselves, bro, and literally like a couple months later she dropped a bomb on me that she was pregnant, and it was just like, oh, like
That's
it took
tight.
that
Yeah.
moment of like, you know what, let's not worry about this anymore. Let's focus on ourselves. Let's be happy. Like we're all we have right now, and we
And
can't
let's
be
just
thinking
move
about what
forward.
if.
Yeah. The what if. Yeah.
And now he's here, bro. It's wild.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool for you to kind of realize, like, maybe we weren't ready. And I'm big on the universe,
Yeah, me too,
so
bro.
I just be thinking like, damn, for you to connect with the universe kind of, pumping your brakes a little bit, like, hey man, focus on you. I'll
Yeah.
give you what you want. Just
You got to get there. Yeah,
yeah,
you got to be ready for this because I'm gonna give you what you want, but what if you ain't ready for it?
yeah,
And that's that. Man, that like changed my mindset because it also like when I found out that like she was pregnant, like it changed my mindset on so many things.
mm-hmm,
And at work, I was working at Apple at the time, and so like I had like this trajectory that I was going up on, right? Like if I do this, the checklist again. If I
mm-hmm,
do all these things, bro, like you're gonna get me to leadership, right? Like I'm already hitting these things. I've done the work. You've seen my work,
yeah,
and I think I reached that point where that experience of like, all right, well, it's not because you did this checklist like you're gonna get it. You're gonna have to try to figure this out for yourself. It's not always gonna happen this way, or maybe this opportunity isn't for you. And so the role that I wanted didn't open up. Just wasn't opening up. People get comfortable. They don't want to get, they don't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
leave.
yeah.
And so it was just kind of everybody was like stuck.
Yeah, that kind of seems to happen at a job,
Yeah, bro. And so
actually.
I told myself I gotta get more bread.
Yeah,
Like, and we were living with my in-laws at the time too. So I had already been telling her like I want to get a house.
yeah,
And she's like, "Well, we'll get one like whenever you get a promotion at your job." And so that a lot was hinging on this promotion, bro. It just wasn't happening.
yeah,
And I remember that experience of like the whole thing, that the lesson that I was taught about like, yo, like you got to be prepared, you got to get ready, and an opportunity arose for me to go to another job, and I was told like, yo, you going to leave the work that you've been putting in here and go start over somewhere else. And I said, yeah. I was like, I'm going to do it. I don't
yeah,
care. Like it's a different opportunity, and I was getting paid more,
yeah.
but I was
Trust
going to
it.
start at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah, nah, it's like starting over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. And so I did it. And I was like, I'm gonna just get this done, bro, just so I can give my family
what they
like
need.
something. And so like a lot of changes happened. I ended up buying a house.
Yeah,
Ended up so like three big things: kid, house, job.
yeah.
It was a lot.
Or was it job, house, kid?
Yeah. So it was I
Oh,
got a
cause
new job.
yeah, cause I'm saying that cause like from the outside looking in, bro, it looked like you did it right.
Yeah, it was
Like
it was
but
job,
but
house, kid.
but it's cool to see that hear the story behind it, how the sacrifice and then the lessons learned and all
Yeah.
that the details behind the way that I see it is like, damn, you really doing this thing, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got a job, like bought a house,
It was
and
cool,
then you got
man.
and then you had a kid. It just seemed like your plan was, if that was your plan, it
Yeah.
was working.
Yeah,
And
man, it happened weird. It just kind of like happened the way it was supposed to.
yeah,
And so like last year when everything happened, I was like on top of the world. Like I got a new job, love this job. Finally got a house I wanted, love this house. Finally
yeah,
got my kid, love this kid. I was like, hell yeah,
yeah.
bro. It was all
That's beautiful,
happy.
bro. Yeah, it's
But
beautiful.
what happened was so much going on in the background. It was like what you said, like
Hmm.
grinding to get there. And then just when I felt like I was at the top and it was like another lesson to be learned, the rug got pulled out from under me. So literally just closed on the house, been there like a month, and I lost my job. I got laid off.
Oh wow, yeah, I think I remember this kind of
Yeah.
this It's I just saw it on social media and
Yeah,
stuff, and you kind of y'all were at a hard time, hard
yeah.
spot.
It was wild, bro, because I was like, all right, everything I've wanted is here in front of me. And now everything started crumbling. And you're like, what the hell? And it was another lesson to be learned, bro, of just like, yo, like, all these moments are going to pass, whether they're good or whether they're bad. You got to stay even keeled, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
so I was like, I got to stay even keeled through this. My wife is 7 months pregnant. Like, I can't lose my shit now.
Yeah,
I just got this house. Well, what am I going to do? Give it back? Like,
yeah,
hey, bro, my bad. I got the receipt on this, bro. You want this?
yeah. I changed my
Like,
mind,
yeah,
bro.
never mind, bro. I still got the 30 days. And so yeah, I was without work, bro. I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's it's scary, man. But like you said, that's big. That's something I'm big on too, man. It's not you can't really celebrate your highs too high and the lows too low,
yeah.
bro.
And that kept me in check. Like all the experiences I had gone through it made me during that time, bro. Like I wasn't bummed or anything. I was just kind of like, all right, let's go to the next thing. Let's use this what we've done to catapult you to the next level, right? You had like a setback for a major comeback.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I had that thing that kind of stopped me, and it put me in check, and it was like quick. And I ended up finding another job that ended up obviously being a lot better. I was getting paid a lot more. I was working from home, and so it all
Nice.
kind of worked out.
Yeah,
But it took, bro, like me just being like, you're gonna be good, bro. Just
yeah.
keep trust the process, number one, and also
Mm-hmm.
like it's not as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
Like just have faith in God, have faith
Faith.
in yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Have faith in your wife, have faith in everything around you. Like everything has been put here for a reason. Like you're gonna have to continue to have faith in this process, bro. Trust me, you're gonna get through it.
Yeah, bro. That's big, bro. That's big for the people. I hope they listening,
Yeah.
bro, because that's the big one right there.
Yeah, faith,
Just
bro.
keep faith and trust the process, bro.
Yeah.
Like you'll be all right, man. Don't
Yeah.
don't 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 break. You
That's
know.
true, bro. Just kind of keep your head on and understand like you can go through your ups and your ups and your downs, ups and your downs. But I think if you continue to be consistent and maintain who you are and you don't lose yourself in that,
Yeah.
you come out the other side even better, bro. And so yeah, I think I've been able to use all those things to kind of like motivate me to the next thing. Like what's the next thing for me now that I'm here, now that I'm happy?
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm enjoying everything. I'm enjoying every moment. Like
Yeah.
it's not like, all right, I got all this and I'm not satisfied. Like I'm not content with just being in a certain spot. I am truly appreciating it. I'm appreciating being a
Right.
dad.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating having a home. I'm appreciating my job. But now it's like I love the way this feels. Like let's go on to the next. Let's strive for the next
Let's
level.
level up. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. And that's big. I've always seen you like that. I've
yeah,
always seen you like that. Even I mean, I see you enjoy your times,
yeah,
but I feel like you always kept things moving to me. I've
yeah.
never seen you
I try, bro.
stagnant and just
Yeah, bro. I now have even more motivation.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure,
I,
bro. I mean, I had Brian up here and that was that's kind of the reason why he came on because I was like, bro, we got to set these examples for our kids, bro.
yeah.
Like that's big, and that's where I'm at right now. Where it's like, man, am I really gonna just shelter all this shit that I have and let my come on? They see it, bro. They see it. She sees me in here, and it's like, what are you doing in there? And then not only that, but it's like I don't see you making anything out of it. Like, what do you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, yeah, how you gonna set the example for them to pursue their dreams
Yeah.
or pursue their passions when all they do is see you in your head or something? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that so like you said, you got a bigger reason now to kind of just keep it leveling it up. So now you got your little boy, man. He's gonna be
Yeah.
like, man, my dad was a hustler. My dad kept
Bro.
going. He keeps doing things.
It's true, bro. Man, like what you said, I didn't think about this until you said it, but like that's how I was with my dad. Like my dad was a guy that like he was always trying to do something, bro. He was always trying to like, what's the next thing I could do if this doesn't work out, or like he was always taking risks. Like even with me DJing, bro. Like I told him, like yo, I was 11, I was like 10 at the time when I told him I was like I want to DJ,
That's so cool to me,
and he
bro.
goes, let's get it, and we like got money together, ended up buying the gear that we needed,
Yeah,
and it worked. It worked for a while. Like my dad was getting paid because like I was a kid, bro. He could have chunked me like $100, and I'd have been
yeah,
$100.
yeah,
Like
man. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember seeing you, bro. You pack up all that equipment and I forgot what kind of car, the box kind of car
yeah,
looking and take off and do your thing, man. And but that's cool, man. That he supported that at a
yeah.
young age. Cause I mean, I'm not trying to say my parents didn't support me, but I wish I would have started off younger.
Yeah.
Like that was my thing. Like, cause I think they would have been more. Like I think when I was in high school, going, they're just like, oh, he's in high
It's a
school.
phase.
Yeah, it's a phase. He's gonna go get a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things like that. And but they, I mean,
Yeah.
they always supported me. That's not to say that they wasn't. I just think if I was a child, they would have been more all in it,
Yeah.
buying me shit probably. When I was already in high school, it was like, well, you gotta go get a job and go, and
Yeah, bro, you gotta start paying bills soon.
you gotta buy your own equipment,
Yeah.
like shit like that. So, but
Yeah, that mindset of just like doing the next thing that kind of helped, man. And like my dad and I, our relationship isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but the one thing that is consistent is that the dude was always supportive in whatever I wanted to do, and so that's something that like I want to be able to bring across my son. Like
yeah,
I don't want to set expectations on him. Like I don't
yeah,
want him to be like, oh, you got to be a DJ or you got to do
yeah,
this. Like no, I don't want none of that. I want him to be happy, bro. And like I want to be supportive of him, and I want him to do whatever it is that makes him happy. And if that's him like just having a regular 9 to 5, or
yeah,
if he's doing something major with his life and he's going on tour, doing whatever it is that he wants to do, bro. What if he like I know a lot of times like parents want to live vicariously through their children,
yes,
man.
sir, yeah,
And like I don't want that for him. I don't want to live vicariously through him. Like I want to show him the errors of my ways, like the mistakes that I made, so
right,
he don't trip. And like he's gonna trip, like this is
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah,
happen. But
mm-hmm.
if I can avoid some of these potholes that I was in, then
Right,
shit, I'm doing my job, right?
for sure,
But I want him to just have a good life, and I want him to be happy. And overall, that's all that really matters for me, bro. As long as he's happy, I don't need him to do anything I did. We don't even have to have the same interests. Like I don't care, bro. As long as at the end of the day, he's cool. Now, am I gonna try to get him to like the things I like? Hell yeah.
yeah,
It's my
yeah,
mini me, bro. That's my
yeah,
son.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
want him to try to like the things I like. But at
yeah.
the end of the day, it ain't about that.
Yeah, you could try, and I think that's it. And but I mean, I think I could see it, bro. I think the love that y'all have for him, and how y'all raising him, you already see it, man. 8 months, and he's full of joy. It seems
Yeah,
like,
bro.
bro.
He's
And
always happy, bro.
yeah, and that's big. I think that comes from the parents and not and the people you surround them
Yeah.
around, because that's something for me. Like I struggle with my child as a single parent,
Hmm.
but in my times of struggle, it's like, man, you need to go be with my mom, your grandma, because my mom's an angel. And it was like, you go over there, get you some healing over there while I'm suffering over here. And then I always make my way back. But I think that's why my daughter's like an angel, like,
Yeah.
because I try to keep her away from the bad things, bad times that I've had as much as I could. And but it holds some character in there too. Like I said, they still know. Like
Yeah,
they
they,
still know.
they they're
So
always gonna know. Our parents try to shelter us from things that they were going through as well as much as possible. But I think we were pretty smart, and we kind of knew, like we knew something was going on.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and sometimes things would bubble up, and we didn't have no choice but to know.
yeah,
But like, yeah, kids know, bro. They're
yeah,
smarter than we give them credit for.
yeah, bro. They be knowing, man. And I see a lot of like I said, that's why I have to do these things, because I see a lot of myself in her,
Yeah,
a lot. And it's just like, hey, man, you already picking up some bad habits, man. We gotta start changing these
man, that's
things.
scary, bro. You start seeing yourself and your kids, and that's not like not in a bad way, but like you,
It's
they're
interesting,
like
bro.
you. Yeah, that's wild, bro. I don't know how that's gonna be for me. I don't like right now. He's just like so bubbly and happy, and like he's pure, and
Yeah,
I hope that like he stays that way. But I know like life's gonna happen, and there's gonna be times where he has his downs and his ups and stuff. But like I just those thoughts of like I wonder how he's gonna handle it. Is he gonna handle it like me? Is he gonna handle it like his mom? Is he gonna handle it like completely different? Like
yeah, bro. I got into reading some books, man, and I've learned a lot of it's from our parents, bro. So
yeah,
like a lot of our characteristics, or a lot of the way we think, even if we didn't want to, bro, like you kind of still just pick them up. But
yeah.
but I think love, is the biggest thing, bro. Like you ain't got to worry about too much if you're giving time and love to your child. Like
That's true, bro. That I believe that 100%, man. I came from a family like I said, me and my pops, like our relationship wasn't always the greatest. We would bump heads a lot, especially as I got older, bro,
mm,
because we were very alike. And so homie was like, he thought like we were very alike in a lot of ways, but he thought we were 100% alike. So he thought I was like him when he was
okay.
my when I was like when he was 17, and that's when we were like really going through it.
Hmm.
He was like not coming home. Like he would tell me. Like as I got older, he told me the stories. Like he'd like, yeah, man, we would go to the beach, and I wouldn't come home sometimes. And the next
Yeah.
time I see my mom, I'd be like, what's up, mom? And so my dad thought I was that guy. And I
Yeah.
might have been, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like he really thought I was gonna be him, bro. And so we bumped heads a lot. But the one thing that I do, like the one thing that did remain consistent through all that is that he loved me like
Yeah.
deeply, and he loves me deeply. And my mom, like you said, bro, my mom's an angel. Your mom's an angel. Like our moms, bro, they're the saviors. My mom kept me in check, bro.
Yeah, it's good. It's I don't think they get enough credit for how
Hell
for
no.
how women, a strong woman, can hold things down.
Bro, yes,
Like,
dog, all that. Like my mom, first of all, just helped raise me to become the man that I am today. She showed me like love in a different way that I never really understood it. It was like obviously unconditional love, but
mhm.
she just always like was in my corner for everything. Even when I messed up, bro, like
Yeah.
if I did something stupid, like my mom would always be in my corner and she would just push me to be better. And
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, and not only that, but like my mom has always been and has always been and always will be a fantastic partner to my dad, because my dad was able to take the risks that he did, the things that he wanted to do, because my mom was in his corner.
Yeah.
And so I think I saw a lot of those characteristics in my wife when I met her. Like
Mhm.
she was that person that was always going to motivate you and hold it down, like you
Yeah.
said. And so I think a strong woman, bro, like will really truly catapult you into another like level. Like
Mhm.
man, whether whether it's your mom, your sister, your significant other, like having that person. Something about women, bro, that just kind of
Yeah, bro.
they hold it down in a way, and
I
yeah,
agree
she
with you.
affords me to be able to be who I am.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Any ventures? Anything you want to shout out?
Man, ventures. I don't know if I have any yet. I think obviously like I really want to work on my podcast and things like that. And like I said, I wanted to do it with a couple of the homies, but like that day that I posted on, I think it was on Twitter, but I ended up posting it on Instagram as well. But like I think I'm just gonna do it alone and then set up that foundation. And I think if that inspires the homies to be like, all right, let's get it done, then we'll get it done. But if not, like I think just doing it myself. So like I remember like that conversation that we had, and you're like, bro, just do it.
Do it,
And
dog.
then like not only because anybody could tell you just, and I had a couple people hit me up and like, bro, just do it. And when they told me it, I was like, all right, cool, thanks, bro, I appreciate that. But when you
Nah.
told me it, because you were actually out here doing this shit, it's different when someone's out here doing the stuff that they want you to do, or they like that they're the type of people to do it. It holds a lot of weight, bro. So when you were telling me and then seeing you do it, it's like, all right, I got to do it now, bro. Ain't no like, yeah,
Yeah, I fuck with that. I mean, cause I've done ventures, bro. So like, I've heard that too. It's just like,
yeah.
bro, just do it. And it's like, but nobody like. It's like it's like almost one of those things that like good luck. I don't really believe in you, but I'm gonna just tell you things you want to hear.
Yeah, because it sounds nice, and I want to be able to
Yeah,
say that I supported you.
but yeah, man, I think we're gonna sign off, bro.
Yeah,
Um, Shout out everybody watching, man. I know I was excited about this one, man, because like I know we got some history
yeah, bro. And this won't
and
be the last thing we do together. I think this is, if anything, an introduction to whatever the hell else is next.
for
But
sure, bro. Because I always felt that about you, bro. Like we when we seem to get together, it's like, man, what else can we do,
yeah,
or what can we create even more? You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So
You know me, bro. I think you already said it too. I'm always down for whatever, bro. Whatever we can get done, I'm always down, bro. So I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate you in general, bro. Like just kind of you've always kind of like we've had those moments where obviously we've been like distant because of life and stuff, but there was
mhm,
times where you would check in and you would tap in with me and always give me like good words and just kind of talk. Like even when my wife was pregnant, like you
mhm,
would reach out and you're like, man, I'm excited and I'm happy. But even like this, bro, like this reaching out, like the impact that this is gonna have is we don't know yet, right? But I already feel it, bro. The fact that like the day that you reached out to me and you're like, bro, like go do it, go do it.
yeah,
And then you're
man,
like, come on my show, bro. And I'm like, well, shit, I ain't got no excuse.
yeah,
I'm always talking about I'm down. Well, shit, I got to be down. So I
yeah.
appreciate you, bro, 100%.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, and this ain't gonna be the only thing, and you can always come back on. I want to go on your show if that,
Hell
if
yeah.
that's how you're gonna, present it. If
Yeah,
we're
for
gonna have some
sure.
guests on there, definitely. Yeah, man, cause it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to work with each other and collaborate.
Yeah, it's always good to have good people in your corner, bro. So I'm excited. I'm happy to have you in my corner, bro. And like I'm always gonna be in yours. So yeah, for whatever comes from this, bro, I'm excited. The future's bright.
That's love, bro. That's
Appreciate you, bro.
love, bro. Shout out everybody, artistic viewers, man. Tap in. Till next time.
Later.
Later.